That was my minute on, I want to address charter schools, and I'm really glad to have an opportunity to address this issue, because I think one of the criticisms I would have of our current board is that it has been ineffective and divided as far as our charter schools policy. And I want to be clear, you know, I think that we have great charter schools in our district who are serving some students very well. I have personal friends who are attending charter schools and being served well. Charter schools are public schools, charter school students are public school students, and charter school parents are public school parents. So I do not draw a distinction from that. I think as, you know, I've been disturbed because of some of the kind of petty stuff that I have seen the district pull as far as charter schools. And by that I mean, you know, not letting the charter schools be on the main floor during the enrollment fair. And, you know, the recent suggestion that charter school parents should not serve on district level advisory committees. That seems petty and it seems unnecessarily adversarial to me. So for me as a board member, you know, it seems that the most difficult issue is obviously space, and that has been a big bone of contention between the district administration and the charter schools in the district for a long time. And I think, you know, my impression is that everyone has not acted as well as they could have. I think the district has been unnecessarily, has been very secretive. I think that there's definitely cases, you know, that Sandra alluded to where people were told one thing and it wasn't necessarily exactly true. And then I think that there have been cases where charter schools were unnecessarily inflexible about their space demands. But clearly, what we need to do is to approach these negotiations from more of a win-win perspective, and really to try and accommodate our charters going forward as, you know, what are your needs and how can we help you meet your needs, and how can we avoid displacing school communities, whether they're traditional public schools or charter school communities, because it is very disruptive for schools to have to move, you know, year after year after year. So that's kind of my take. As far as, I'm going to just jump right into your question. And, you know, it's a difficult question for me. I would definitely say that I have a very high bar on approving a new charter for the district, but I could not say that I would never, ever, ever vote to approve a new charter. What I would need to be convinced was that the new charter would serve a subset of students that we are failing right now. And so as someone who comes out of the special education advocacy world, and someone who sees very clearly that we are failing in this area, if there was a strong proposal for a school that was going to better serve, say, kids with learning disabilities than we are in the district, that would be very persuasive to me. But I would need to really look at that very hard and very carefully, because I do have concerns about charter schools. I have concerns about labor practices. I have concerns about the way that lotteries are run to make sure that we're casting as wide a net possible to recruit really diverse student bodies. But I would never say never.